How to master data structure and algorithm. Being proficient at data structure and algorithm is of utmost importance for software developer. These are the building block of not only your programming but also your problem solving skills. For an inspiring programmer, these concepts are not easy to learn. I myself got intimidated by data structure and algorithm when I started learning them. But as I learned them slowly, a few months later, I started enjoying solving problems using these concepts. Data structure and algorithm make you a better programmer and not to say help to crack job interview as well. Here I present probably the best way master these concepts. Basic principle of programming you need to start small. First learn the basics of programming. The basic include the following: variable, conditional statement, loops, basic function array. It is irrelevant for someone to directly go to the next step without knowing how to code. You don't have to be master programming but should be able to code in the language of your choice. Searching and sorting are the integral part of the programming. Many solutions need these as part of presenting the data for analysis and as intermediate step. Understanding different kinds of searching and sorting, their use cases, implementation and their computational time is the most important for the software developer. Data structure, bad programmer worry about the code. Good programmer worry about the data structure and their relationships. Once you are able to code small program, it is the time to get into the big boy business. Idea is to learn and implement these data structure yourself. Again, start with simpler data structure like stack, quiz and linked list. You will get familiar with the concepts and the implementation. Next, move on to the more complex data structure. Learn the trees and graphs. In trees, start with the BST and its traversal and then to the more complex tree. Advanced algorithm working with the data structure nurtures your ability to program a few basic algorithms. Now you need to set up the game. This involves a few topics like the hash maps, dynamics programming, greedy algorithm, backtracking, design pattern, developing the program are these concepts that boost your knowledge and enhance your problem solving skills. Assessing your solution with big O notation, it is a great idea and it enables you to weed out the efficiency of your solution and find a better one. Code challenges and hackathon. After acquiring the above skill, you need to sharpen your critical thinking analysis as a software developer. Taking online coding challenges and a hackathon regularly provide you with the practice to solve complex algorithms. This will help you stand out from your competition. Here are the questions that need to be answered to become a professional in data structure algorithm. How to develop a long interest in algorithm and data structure. How to prepare a continuous learning plan to crack the coding interview. What are the essential concepts and problem solving approaches? What are the critical activities which help us to learn quickly? How to prepare for the coding interview in a limited duration? Let's deep dive and explore the answer to these questions in this video. So comes to step 1. Building a long-term motivation. A long-term vision is the essential we should think and explore. How our algorithm changes our life, why data structure and algorithm are the crucial for our career growth in tech industry. What are its real application? Here are the some critical ideas to keep close your heart. For a programmer, data structure and algorithm is a 21st century skill. Here, every understand concept is like a gem and nothing is like a failure. We need to prepare for the ups and downs. It doesn't matter if we fail while solving a problem or understanding the concepts. Even there is a hidden learning in each error or bug. Once you have a basic knowledge of data structure and algorithm, our interest in problem solving increase more and more. So never giving up is the key. Comes to step point 2. Understanding data structure and algorithm syllabus for the code interview after preparing the mind. Now our first goal would be prepare a list of essential topics essential in the data structure and algorithm. We can especially focus on the topic popular during the coding interview. Algorithm and mathematical thinking, algorithmic puzzle, brain teaser, counting, summation, number theory, permutation, mathematical induction, recurrence relation, bit manipulation, probability, all the topics that are related to the mathematics. Now comes to the fundamental of programming. In the programming part, you should familiar with data types, variable, operators, expression, control statement, loops, functions pointer and references, array, string, memory management, and fundamental of object-oriented programming concepts. Now comes to the fundamentals of the algorithm. Algorithm introduction like the properties and the real-life application of algorithm complexity analysis. the input size, rate of growth, time complexity, big O notation, worst case analysis, best case analysis, average case analysis, space time complexity, etc. Then you should familiar with iteration properties, the analysis of loop, patterns of iterative problem solving like build partial solution using a single loop, nested loop, two pointer, slide window, etc. Then recursion properties, the analysis of recursion, pattern of recursive problem solving like decrease and concur, divide and conquer, etc. And you should also familiar with sorting like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, quick sort, merge sort, heap sort, counting sort, radius sort, properties and comparison of sorting algorithm. Then you should also familiar with searching like binary search, exponential search, interpretation search, and then hashing like dress table, the idea of hash table properties and the design of good hash function, basic operation like insert, delete, and search, pattern of problem solving using a hash table, collision resolution techniques like chaining and open addressing, etc. And then you should also familiar with linear data structure. The properties of the linear data structure and implementation, basic operation, pattern of iterative and recursive problem solving, and real life application, and some data structure like array, 1D array, 2D, strings, dynamic array, a multi-styled analysis, linked list, singly linked list, double linked list, circular link, stack, queues, and non-linear data structure like binary trees and its property like structure, DFS traversal, pre-order, in order, and the post-order, iterative DFS traversal using stack, BFS traversal, basic operation and pattern of problem solving using BFS and DFS traversal. Other problem solving pattern like binary search tree and BST building and BST operation and BST sort and plot and pattern of problem solving using an order traversal and self-balancing and real-life application comparison with hash table. Then comes to the heap property. You should know this basic structure and then basic heap operation and heap sort pattern of problem solving and real life application. Then dictionary and priority. Now come to the queue part and then same for its property like its complexity, array, linked list, BST, hash table, queue, and the basic operation and real life application. Now comes to the advanced data structure. This includes the tree segment and tree and range queries, k-dimensional tray and array tree, binary index, and the patterns of problem solving and the real life application. When you learn these, now comes to the graph part. And graph part you should learn its property structure, type adjacency, matrix adjacency, list, BFS and its property, DFS and property problem solving using DFS and BFS traversal, topologic sorting, shortest path algorithm, meaning spanning tree, problem solving pattern, algorithm design techniques, and also the properties. And it is also includes the real life application. And after learning these, then comes to the dynamic programming. In dynamic programming, you should learn time memory trade-off optimization problem, then counting problem, designing optimal substructure, top-down approach, bottom-up approach, bit masking, problem solving pattern using 1D array, problem solving problem using 2D array, problem solving pattern using a 3D array, then the greedy algorithm, greedy choice properties, then the pattern of problem solving, backtracing, exhaustive search, recursive, iterative, backtracking, branch and bound string algorithm, string matching and pattern of problem solving, then the mathematical algorithm like the numeric, theoretic algorithm, bitwise algorithm, randomized algorithm, interview preparation also involve the continuous practice of coding. Now comes to the interview part. In the interview part, you should know what kind of problem the examiner asks, and then you should build the profile and resume, build preparation via mock interview, company specific interview process, research behavior interview preparation. Now comes to the point number three, which include the collaborating the best resources for learning and practice. Our next goal is to collect helpful learning resource. It includes books, blogs, talks, PDF reports, courses, etc. Internet could be the handy for this. We should follow the authentic sources and organize them according to the above syllabus that mentioned in this my video. Here is mentioning the some best learning resources of data structure and algorithm for beginner algorithm unlocked by Thomas Gorman by MIT Press. Then algorithm puzzle by Anani and Maria Levintin, Oxford University Press. Mathematics for the computer science by MIT Open Courseware. Then comes to the fundamental of programming. You should learn from the Think Python, how to think like a computer scientist, C++ Premiere, Introduction to Programming in Java, CS50 YouTube channel. If you go to that channel, you can get the handful source of knowledge. Then comes to the data structure algorithm for advanced learner algorithm by CLRS, complexity analysis, divide and conquer, sorting, hash table, heap, and graph dynamics programming, the algorithm, linear data structure, string algorithm, and no, the most crucial is the algorithm design. You should learn from the algorithm design manual by Steven Skinner, complexity analysis, data structure sorting, and searching graph backtracking, dynamic programming algorithm by Robert Sedgwick, and complexity analysis like the stack queue, sorting priority, and queues, hash table, binary search tree, graph string, algorithm introduction to algorithm by MIT course, open courseware. So after learning these, you should come to the advanced programming concept, programming paradigm by Stanford Programming, abstraction by Stanford Programming. Here is the number one. Second is the methodology by Stanford Clean Code by Robert Martin. And for the competitive programming handbook by Andy Laxonen. And then time complexity, data structure sorting, backtracking, reading, and dynamic programming, range query, bit manipulation, graph algorithm, tree algorithm, and project Euler code forces. These are topics are including in these resources. Now comes to the for coding preparation, cracking the coding interview by Gail Lackman, McDowell Enjoy algorithm, and you can also try from the lead code for coding problem practice. Now comes to the step 4, finding a good mentor and learning community. Our next goal is to find a good mentor who is good at problem solving, data structure, and algorithm. A good mentor can help us in the several ways. So, learning fundamental concept, finding problem solving pattern, crucial doubt handling, code interview preparation, build a long term motivation. In addition to this, an excellent collaborative environment can also work as a catalyst. We should try to form a group of 2 to 3 people who have similar goals and schedule a weekly discussion. Working as a peer or observer for each other could help to bridge the gaps of strengths and the weakness in problem solving. So, if possible, we can also join the some groups or there are some online communities on the social media like Facebook and LinkedIn to learn from the experience of other programmer. It can also help in resolving data structure algorithm doubts and communicating ideas among the diversity of the learner. So comes to the step 5, preparing the continuous learning plan. We are assuming that any professional or a student is ready to give an average of 25 hours per week strategically. Here, I propose the benchmark of a time management plan that one can customize easily based on the personal learning needs. So, when you solve one problem on a paper with pseudocode, it takes a 30-minute average, and solving one problem with well-written code is take 1 hour average. And for preparation of mock interview, it take 1 hour. And for week revision and interview preparation plan, this is recommended for advanced learner who want to revise concepts and warm up the problem solving skills to crack the coding interview. Such learners should have a good understanding of data structure and algorithm and the programming concepts. Here I am mentioning the top 10 problem solving ideas to master for coding interview. To get better at problem solving, try solve problem on the paper or so on the whiteboard first. It can be combination of visualization, solution steps and the pseudocodes. Write down the steps and necessary detail can help us designing the efficient solution. After designing an efficient pseudocode, our final aim would be to translate each line of the pseudocode into the correct code. Never forget to test code with various input-output data, edge cases and all boundary conditions. Now, once we are done with writing code in our programming language, take care of the following thing that you can consider when you writing the code. Then you should consider then this does this code provide a correct output for every input? Can we optimize the code further? Always try to improve the code if possible. Look back, analyze it once again and find a better solution. How can we improve the readability of code? Note, for coding practice, I recommend the lead code. One can find the several coding problem organized according to the different difficulty level. It is a very best site for practice coding problem. Steps to coding problem solving doubt resolution. Whenever we start learning algorithm and data structure, doubt frequently occurs, whether it is a big and small. Sometimes critical doubt work as a roadblocks to moving ahead in the journey, but our aim should be to take the every doubt constructively and try to search for the correct answer. Even we should believe doubts as a natural part of learning which could us take to the next level of conceptual depth. The best idea would be if there is a doubt, then first try to resolve it at the personal level. If we fail to get an answer in a limited duration, then there will be several ways to get it fixed. No, discuss it with our peer and colleagues, get in touch with a personal or course mentor, post the doubt in the coding and learning community, ignore the doubts for the moment, know them out, and revisit them later with the fresh approach. Sometimes doubts related to the later part of the concept journey, when we get feedback from any other person, we can identify what we need to work on. Knowing where we need to improve is crucial for creating to practice and plan for the actual coding interview. Few ideas always come during learning, like the data structure algorithm. You should solve the time and space complexity analysis and keep repeating notes if you find something unique or the important pattern in these ideas. When you start journey, rather than solving the many problems, focus on the top 100 problem asked during the coding interview. The best idea would be the pick famous interview problem which can be solved using various techniques. Learn to visualize critical operation and implementation and use cases of each data structure. Never mind going through the same concepts and the problem again and again. This would help in figuring out the hidden ideas. Focus on listen and never try to memorize. Please never memorize. No, I am sharing the tips for coding interview. When I need to analyze the different coding interview scenario and prepare unique strategy, it would help in gaining confidence and competitive advantages. Learn from the mistake and keep moving. And here are the essential tips to keep in mind after getting the problem. Never waste time trying to think in your head. Get your thoughts down on paper. Draw visualization. Write different test input. Outline how will you get the given output by hand. Write pseudocode steps and think about translating into code. Don't put yourself into hurry to design an optimal solution. If start, then possible start with the brute force or the most apparent correct answer and improve the solution further. Communication plays a vital role during the coding interview. Keep telling the interviewer how you are trying to approach the problem and discuss the most challenging part you face. My aim should be to get all the relevant details and the hints to reach an efficient solution, making sure that you are working as a team member to solve the problem. An interviewer is looking for a team player who can solve the problem using good collaboration skills. Don't get discouraged if you will get stuck. Even the interviewer is looking for your ability to think about the problem from various angles. Think out loud and explain what you know about the solution idea. Explain what your thought might work and why it don't work. An interviewer might give you a hint. Try to apply common problem solving idea or the patterns. This could help you to design efficient solution quickly. Some problem solving approaches come up again and again during the problem solving. So stop looking for tips and tricks. This will not help in getting a dream job. Use descriptive variable names and a good coding style. That solution for all edge cases. A final motivation here is that a long-term vision, hard work, and consistency are the keys of mastering data structure and algorithm. Always remember this quote: "If the mind is weak, then the situation become a problem. If the mind is balanced, then the situation becomes a challenge. But if the mind is strong, then the situation becomes the opportunity." Enjoy learning, enjoy coding, and enjoy algorithm. I hope you get the insightful information from this video. Don't forget to become the part of this channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and press the bell icon and subscribe the YouTube channel. Get excitement for more videos like this. I will see you guys in my next video.